Hello, my name is Maddie or Books with Maddie, and today we're playing November deck of TBR. Welcome back to deck of TBR. It is time for November deck of TBR. This will likely be a little bit late. Sorry about that. I'm dying inside. So we're just gonna get right into the meat of this video. I said last time that I was gonna fix my board, come up with a new contraption to hang it up. Didn't do that, so we're gonna be struggling again to hold up the board. Apologies for this weird lighting that's going on. I hate it too. Moving on to the books that I read in October. October was a rough month, not gonna lie, and the reading that I did in October is going to reflect that. I need to go get my coffee. I'm super caffeinated right now, and it's only gonna get worse. That is very cold. We're first going to talk about the books that I was supposed to read in October and the ones that I didn't read. First, there were 5 books that I was supposed to read in October. First, we have Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo. I didn't read this book because I didn't. I ran out of time and I didn't read it. I wanted to, but I was in the first week of October and I was like, I'm gonna start next week. I feel like I'm really far to the right. I was like, I'm gonna start next week, I don't need to worry about Deck of TBR that first week. And then I kept telling myself that, but then the month kept going. Time kept moving and I was like, what is this that's happening? What it was time was moving. And I quite simply ran out of time. October came and went and it was so quick. So, didn't read this. Next, we have a book that I did read, which is the Bromance Book Club. I read this in a day, and that's the only reason I got it done. I believe I read it October 30th, and it was very good. I gave it 4 stars, I want to say. I'm actually going to talk more about this in my wrap-up. I forgot that I do that. So, this was my favorite book that I read out of the books that I read for my TBR. So, this one was on top if we're doing, the little ranking thing. Do I do that in Deck of TBR? No, ignore that I said that. I do that in my wrap-up. And then, A Little Life. You thought I was going to read A Little Life in October. I didn't. And I said to myself, you might recall, last TBR, that if I at least tried to read it, then I wouldn't punish myself for not reading it. I would just continue. I didn't even try. So what I think I'm going to do, because I do want to read this, I think one of my punishments for this round is going to be just this goes back on the TBR, and it'll stay on the TBR until the day I die if I don't read it. Next, The Darker Shade of Magic. I was supposed to read it for my book club, and I didn't. Boo. I really want to, though. This one, I would love for it to go back on the TBR if I'm lucky enough. And then last we have Dating You, Hating You by Christina Lauren, which I did read in a day. Maybe 2 days. I can't remember. This one, I'll talk more about that in my wrap-up. But so I read 2 out of the 5 books that I was supposed to read this month, which means for every 2 books that I don't read, I get a punishment. Didn't read 3 books, so I get 1 punishment, but then I'm going to add the other punishment, which is that A Little Life goes back on the TBR. And that doesn't count for a book. That's just a punishment. So, A Little Life is the first book on my TBR. Congrats. Okay, what do I want to be on my TBR this month? Great question. Wish I had thought of it before I started filming. Like I said, I wanted Darker Shade of Magic to go back on the TBR because I would still love to get through that. This month's book club picks. What are we reading this month? I found out. It is Last Christmas in Paris, a novel of World War II by Hazel Gaynor and Heather Webb. It's historical fiction, and so I would like that to be on my TBR as well. I can't really think of any other books that I really want to get on my TBR. Oh, actually I do. There's a video that it's kind of a secret, I don't know, that I want to get some books on for. So I'm not going to tell you what those books are, but I am going to be intentional about my choices in picking books for a specific video that I'm doing at the end of the year. Okay, yep, that's it. So first what we have to do though is I refilled, this is such a monstrosity. Somebody was like, put it on your computer. And I was like, oh yeah. I refilled the clubs because a bunch of the clubs are missing. And I didn't refill it last game, so we're going to quickly refill them. First, we're going to do 4 of clubs, which will be random publishing year. Then we have 9 and 10, which are at the bottom. So 9 will be, oh, my dog chewed this one. Book from Another Booktuber's video. And then 10 will be +1 book. Okay. We finished that. The board is all complete now. And we will pick our first card. Okay, we have our deck here. going to pick our first pick of November. 3, 2, 1, go. 9 of Hearts. 9 of Hearts. Hearts, 9. Dark Academia. I know exactly what I'm picking for this. One of my most anticipated books of the year is finally in my possession. The Atlas Paradox by Olivia Blake is finally out, and I am acquiring as many editions as I possibly can. I am so excited for the sequel to the Atlas 6, and I absolutely cannot wait to read it. I will get to it this month. The Atlas 6 is one of the best books I've ever read. It is in my top 10 of all time. I absolutely love it, and I'm so excited for the sequel. Okay, we're going to take off 9 of Hearts. Dark Academia is coming off, and we'll pick up. This is freaking empty. Okay, beginning of next deck of TBR, we are replacing all of the hearts. One of these days, I'm going to be so organized, y'all aren't going to even recognize me. In the meantime, let's pick our next card. 3, 2, 1. Oh no! We have an issue with Bob books, because the thing is, I have picked so many Bob books that I don't even physically know what I'm supposed to read. Like, okay, let's think this through. Here are the Bomb books I know that I have to read. A Little Life, Song of Achilles, It Ends With Us, My Dark Vanessa. Those ones I know for sure. Those are my backlist of Bomb books that I still haven't freaking read. My Dark Vanessa is currently on my thing as my Bomb book, but I've already got that. This is so stupid. The entire point of the Bomb book was that I was supposed to read it in the month, or at least start it in the month, and I've just completely ruined what the Bomb book is supposed to represent by never reading the Bomb books. Ugly Love was supposed to be another Bomb book, but I don't know if I've already done it. This is just quite a disaster. I don't even know what to do about this. Should I just put one of my old Bomb books as the book that I'm supposed to read this month? I don't know what the answer is. What I'm gonna say is I don't think I've picked Ugly Love for a book yet, for my Bomb book. I think that was supposed to be my next one. I think that was my plan. I'm gonna say I haven't picked that yet. If I have, like, please correct me. Or just don't correct me and just let me live my life. So I'm gonna put that on my TBR. This is a Bomb book because 1, I don't like Colleen Hoover. 2, I've heard it's really sad and I think I know the ending. And 3, I don't want to read it. I got it for $1 at a library sale, and I don't like the tortured love story situation. I'm not a fan of that. So frick, I really don't want to read this book, but it is a Bomb book, and you wouldn't know this because I've never read a Bomb book, but I will film a reading vlog for each of my Bomb books, and so perhaps this Bomb book will be read before the other ones. I'm sure this will be a fast read because Colleen Hoover does have like a good pace, and I've heard this is very enthralling. I don't know what the word is, but hopefully I'll get this done. We're just gonna move on because that's just disappointing. That's just disappointing and really has put a damper on my mood. If I'm being perfectly honest, it has put a damper. Let's move on. By the way, I never said how many picks we're supposed to do. This lighting is really just throwing me off. That's a little better. Okay, so we have to do 6 picks. Do we normally do 4 or 5? I think 5. I think we normally do 5. So wait, do we normally do 4? I think we normally do 5. Why can't I even know how to play my own freaking game that I made? Alright, I've done some math. Just kidding. I think that we only pick 4 a month now. I think that's the case because I picked 5 last month and I had 1 punishment. So that makes sense. Because then I got a free pass for 1. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna pick 4. No, wait, 5. Because, oh my gosh, my board is attacking me. 5 because I had a punishment from not reading books last month. Okay, did I pick a card? What's happening? Where are we at? Do I have to pick a card? Yeah. Okay. 3, 2, wait, what pick is this? This is the 3rd. Okay, my gosh. 3, 2, 1, go. I don't like it anymore. Okay, here's the thing. This is freaking stupid. This is so stupid. This is too much. 2 jokers in a row? Pardon me? I don't think that I'm supposed to have 2 jokers in a deck. Did I get a card that said I had to put another joker in a deck? I didn't know that there was gonna be 2 jokers in this deck. I don't have a book. The problem is I do, but it's huge and I don't want to freaking read it. Y'all want to see what my next bomb book is supposed to be? I guess we're putting it on the TBR. The Heart's Invisible Furies by John Boyne. Alright, you know what? I've had just about enough of this lighting. Let's fix it. Why did I not do this like 10 minutes ago? This is such better lighting. I hate myself. We're putting John Boyne on the TBR because that's just what it's told us to do. The Heart's Invisible Furies by John Boyne. Let's do a quick... I have not given a synopsis for anything that has happened, and that's fine. Cyril Avery is not a real Avery, or at least that's what his adoptive parents told him, and he never will be. But if he isn't a real Avery, then who is he? Born out of wedlock to a teenage girl cast out from her rural Irish community and adopted by a well-to-do, if eccentric, Dublin couple via the intervention of a hunchbacked redemption... What are these literal words? Okay. Of a hunchbacked redemptionist nun, Cyril is adrift in the world, anchored only tenuously by his close friendship with the infinitely more glamorous and dangerous Julian Woodbead. At the mercy of fortune and coincidence, he will spend a lifetime coming to know himself and where he came from, and over his many years will struggle to discover an identity, a home, a country, and much more. So it's supposed to be sad, it's supposed to be moving and heart-wrenching and sad. And long! It is nearly 600 pages. And it's going on my TBR. So the thing is, I will prioritize these bomb books over the other ones, even though I'm supposed to read the other ones first, just because they're in this month. So we have 4 books. Oh, we have to have another one because we got 2 jokers in a row. Wait, is that 4 or is that 3? Wait, that was only 3. That was only 3. We need 3 more. Okay, everyone just take a quick moment and pray for my soul. Okay. Okay. We're gonna pick another card. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. 8. Imagine it was another joker. Okay. 8 of diamonds. Wait, did I say diamonds? I think those were spades. Yeah, that was an 8 of spades. My bad. 8 of spades. We have spades. We have 8. This one. Wait, is that true? 8. Wait. What was I pointing to? This one. Sequel. Okay, love that for me. Because I actually have a sequel I want to read. Wait, were any of the books on my TBR sequels? Yes, okay. I really want to read Kingdom of the Cursed, but I'm going to be nice to myself because that book, while it's easy and fun to get through, I know that I will get through this book faster. Love on the Brain, and it's a sequel, and I love Ellie Hazelwood, and I need this book for a video that I'm filming at the end of the year. Love on the Brain is just the better option. Kingdom of the Cursed, I'm sorry, you're a real one. I'm gonna come back for you, but this is priority. Okay, I'm gonna take that off. Oh, I took it off. Okay, and I'm going to pull out a new prompt. LGBTQ plus rep, and that's gonna go there. Okay, you can't see it, but I need you to trust me. We have to pick another card. We have 4 books, and now we're on our 5th pick out of 6. 3, 2, 1, go. 5 of clubs. Clubs are here. 5. Forgot that I figured out the genius plan of folding these back. 5 of... It is the cursed prompt. So this just says add a joker and draw again. So does that mean I have to shuffle the cards? I think I do. I think I put the joker in, I shuffle the cards, but I don't add back in my old cards. I just shuffle the joker in, and then I have to draw again. Not an addition. Wait, is it an addition? That seems like if it was a curse card, it would be an addition. No, I don't think so. I'm making rules now. Yeah, no, it's not an addition. Right? I don't know. I need someone to, like, write me up a rulebook of my game so that I know what I'm doing when I have these questions. Because somebody just needs to decide for me what's going on in this game. I'm going to really quickly add one of my jokers back in, shuffle the deck, and then I will be back. Okay, I shuffled them. I don't know how good to shuffle them. It's hard to shuffle these big cards. But I tried to... I did, like, multiple different methods of shuffling so that I wouldn't pick it immediately. We're still on our 5th pick, and we're going to pick now. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. 10 of Hearts. Let's take a gander. We have Hearts. All the way at the bottom is Contemporary. Okay, fine. I don't know why I'm not excited about a Contemporary. That's just not the vibe that I'm going for right now. But let me take a little gander around. Ooh, maybe I should pick I love when I'm able to say words. Maybe I should pick one of the books that I want to read that are gonna explode. So what I'm gonna pick is from my last video. So I hope and pray to God that These Books Explode in 12 Months Part 2 will be up by the time that this video is up. It should be the video right before this one, where I talk about the books that I assigned last year that were like, these books will explode in 12 months if I don't read them and I have to get rid of them. There's one that I started and I made an exception for because I wanted to keep reading it. I started it a couple months ago and then I never had the time to finish it, but it is a contemporary. It's Faith and Furies by Lauren Groff, but if I don't finish it by the end of the year, then I do have to get rid of it, but I do want to finish it. So I'm gonna put this on. I honestly don't remember what was going on in this book. It's about marriage, power, and perception, written by one of the best writers of her generation. Every story has 2 sides, every relationship has 2 perspectives, and sometimes it turns out the key to a great marriage is not its truths, but its secrets. At age 22, Lotto and Mathilda are tall, glamorous, madly in love, and destined for greatness. A decade later, their marriage is still the envy of their friends, but with an electric thrill, the reader realizes that things are even more remarkable than they have seemed. With stunning revelations in multiple threads and in prose that is vibrant and original, Groff delivers a deeply satisfying novel about love and art that is unlike anything that has come before it. So it sounds really good and very exciting. Lauren Groff just came out with a new book called The Matrix, I think, which I've heard good things about and has been on my TBR. I do want to read, but I want to see what I think of this book before I decide to purchase that one. And I do not want to give this one away because I think it just sounds so good. So, oh my gosh, this is so funny. This isn't that funny. This is so funny. I bought this book before I bought The Heart's Invisible Furies. Someone had recommended The Heart's Invisible Furies to me years ago, before I even started a booktube channel, because I asked for recommendations to someone on a book that was like, I can't remember what book I wanted it to be similar to, but I was like, recommend me books like this. And then one of the books that was recommended was Heart's Invisible Furies. I went to a thrift store one day, found Fates and Furies. My brain like just didn't fully function, and I was like, oh, this is the book that I'm supposed to be reading. So I bought it, not realizing that it wasn't the Heart's Invisible Furies. Then when I went back, I realized that I bought the wrong book. And it's funny that both of these are on the same TBR. Anyway, it's not that funny. Okay, that is my 5th pick. So we only have one more. Let's get this over with. Last pick of the round, of the month, of the day. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh boy. Okay, so an ace basically just means that I have to shuffle back in all of the cards that I have picked. So just 2 months worth of cards. I keep them separate so that I don't get doubles, but I shuffle them back in now. So I'm gonna do that really quick, and then I have to pick one more time to get the actual book that I'm gonna read. I did also just realize before we do this last pick that I did not replace Contemporary and the curse card. So we're gonna do that really quick. Actually, Contemporary we're not gonna replace because I remember I have to refill the Hearts curse card. I'm gonna take off and replace it with 5-star prediction. I have a video of 5-star predictions and it'll be one of those. We're gonna pick our last card, actually, officially, for this round. 3, 2, 1, go. 5 of Diamonds. 5 of Diamonds. 5 diamonds. That is diamonds. 5 diamonds is random page number. So that is, well, let me replace this really quick. 5 of Diamonds is, we're replacing with Pretty Cover. Could you see that? Pretty Cover. Okay, we're done with the board. Random page number basically just means, I believe, I haven't done this one in forever. Oh my gosh, I have a description on the back. Randomly generate the amount of pages the book needs to have. What I'm gonna do is randomly generate, I think, between 50 and 1,000, I guess? I don't know. I don't think I have an 1,000-page book. I think the longest book that I have is probably my Stephen King book, probably 11/22/63. I'm gonna just assume that's my longest book. So we're gonna do the lowest number. Actually, I should know what the shortest book I have is. It's probably a poetry book, which is probably like under 50 pages. Or wait, my shortest unread poetry book is 90 pages. Okay, so I'm gonna do 100 to, how long is this book? 850 pages. So I'm gonna do 100 to 850, randomly generate, and then whatever number comes out, I have to read a book whose page count is within 50 numbers of the number that I generate. I hope that makes sense. You'll see what happens. I have my random number generator. So I'm going to do, the minimum will be 100 and the maximum will be 850. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So we have our minimum and our maximum. I'm going to zoom in. And the number is going to come out there. 3, please, let's just, quick moment, please be a short number. Okay, 3, 2, 1, 215. Okay, so I can pick a book that is between 265, wait, is that right? Yeah, so either 100, what's 215 minus 50? I'm not doing that mental math. It could be between 250, what, 100 seems like quite a big range. Maybe I should, wait, did I say 50? Oh, 50, wait, okay. So 215 minus 50 is 165 plus 50 is 265. Wait, what did I just say? Wait, wait. Okay, so the highest is 265. The lowest it can be is 165. Wait, that makes sense. Oh my gosh. Wow, that makes sense. Okay, so it could be between 165 and 265. Wow, that was a journey. All right, I'm gonna look around. Okay, I found a book. I'm going to read, I wanted to find a book that was as close to 215 as possible. I didn't really want to take advantage of that range and like try to go on the lower end. That felt a little cheap. So I ended up going with, which this is still a little cheap, but The Demon in the Wood by Leigh Bardugo and Danny Pendergast. That is a cool name. I believe Danny Pendergast is the illustrator. This is a graphic novel. It is a prequel to the Shadow and Bone trilogy, and it is the Darkling's backstory, which I am really excited for. And I just got this. It's around 200 pages, 199. So that's pretty close to 215. I'm hoping this will be a little easier though because it is a graphic novel. I don't read a lot of graphic novels. I've read maybe like 2 or 3 the past couple of years. I'm excited. This is definitely, I think, branching out for Leigh Bardugo. So I'm excited to see how her writing translates to graphic novel. And yeah, that is the last book for Deck of TBR, so I'm going to rank them really quick and then we'll be on our merry way. Okay, before we get into the ranking, I just want to quickly give a little reminder to like and subscribe if you feel so inclined, because it really helps me out. And I have some exciting content coming out in November and December that I really want you guys to see. So if you want to see really cool content about books and fun and stuff, you'll subscribe, because that's, you have to, because I said so. Now we're gonna get into the rankings. These were some tough rankings, to be honest. We have some really good authors in here, but the bottom is not surprising. The bottom we have Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. That was not hard to rank. I don't think I'll like this book. The next, all of the rest of them were kind of challenging. I think I have Fates and Furies next. Well, I know I have Fates and Furies next, but I don't know how accurate this will be. Just because I've never read from Lauren Groff before, I don't know how much. Sometimes when you mix, this is like a mix, I would say, of contemporary and literary fiction. Sometimes authors can go too introspective and it just becomes very monotonous. It becomes meaningless and menial and tedious. And there's a thin line between being deep and being stupid and not making sense and making people read stuff that they don't need to read and taking too much time. And I think this book has a very, it can go either way. And so because I don't know which way it's going to go, I'm putting it next. Okay, and then after that, we have The Heart's Invisible Furies by John Boyne. No, same thing with this one. I don't know where this is going to go. This is a thick one, so it could, it has even a higher chance of going on to the tedious, boring side. But I have a little more hope for it because this one was personally recommended to me. Again, can't remember why, but I have a little bit more hope for that one. Next, we have Demon in the Wood. Usually Leigh Bardugo would be higher up. She is one of my favorite authors, but because of the graphic novel format, I think this will not be as good. I won't rate it as high as I would if it was just a regular book. I don't read a lot of graphic novels, and it's because I don't usually enjoy graphic novels because of the format. I like words. for a reason, and I read words for a reason. So I don't often reach towards graphic novels just because I know my own taste, but I do want to give this one a chance, and I think if I'm gonna give a graphic novel a chance, doing it with Lee Bardugo is a good way to go. Didn't mean to make that cracking noise. Next, we have Love on the Brain by Ellie Hazelwood. I'm 99% sure I'm gonna love this book. I loved, what's this? The Love Hypothesis. And I've read all of her little feminist novellas. I loved all of those. I love her writing, I love her characters, and I love the representation that she has in them. So I think I'm gonna love this. Next, we have A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. I also think I'm gonna love this. I've loved what I've read of it so far. I have started this one. I loved it, but I was scared. And then at the top, we have The Atlas Paradox. If this isn't #1 on this month, it's going to be absolutely devastating and heartbreaking. I don't think I've ever been so sure about a #1 pick. In my rankings, this needs to be #1. I loved The Atlas 6 more than life itself, and I'm so excited for The Atlas Paradox. I just remembered that I wanted to reread The Atlas 6 before I read The Atlas Paradox, and I should have tried to get that on my TBR. It's okay, I'll survive. But that is the end of this video. Here is the final ranks, a little visual. And that is pretty much all I have for you for today. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry this was chaotic. I've had a lot of caffeine and I'm really stressed. So there was a bit of an edge today. Let me know what you plan on reading in November, and let me know how your reading goal is going for this year. Mine is going pretty bad. I think I'm 14 books behind right now, which is painful. It's painful to know that. I'm very nervous about that. But anyway, I really appreciate you watching. Feel free to like and subscribe if that's something that you want to do, which you should. Hope that you have a great day. Hope that you have a great week, and I hope that you have a great life. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.